Beloved congregation, last week we left Mephibosheth on his face at the king's feet. This morning we continue the story to see Mephibosheth seated at the king's table. That's our theme for this Lord's Supper sermon. Mephibosheth at the king's table. We'll see 3 points. First, his restored inheritance. Second, his daily sustenance. And third, his continued dependence. First, then, his restored inheritance. At some point, Mephibosheth had to be helped up from his place on his face. And as they helped him up, you can imagine that his amazement was far from over. Although we're not told the specifics, we know that various things had to take place in order for Mephibosheth to eat daily at the king's table. First, he needed a place to live. He couldn't live in Lodabar and eat daily at David's table. Lodabar was history. He had to move to Jerusalem, and verse 13 tells us that he dwelt in Jerusalem. That very day, that means he was appointed a place either in the king's palace or in the city for him to live. Everything he needed was provided for from the king's bounty. Nothing was left unfinished or incomplete. But not only that, we read in verse 9 that David immediately follows through on his promise of verse 7 to restore Saul's entire estate to Mephibosheth, the rightful heir. When his father and his grandfather